Chris is a scammer. People should know. He works with, I'm telling you, I'm not lying. It's verifiable. He's the person in charge of that case. It's all Maka. He works with NCCC. They say it's Interpol that came to arrest him. Chris used his account to collect money from Foster's church account. They paid $60,000. When they paid the money, the people agreed 10% with ChrisOkafor. When the money landed, Chris became greedy and collaborated the money for himself. The people got angry and went to report to police, Interpol. When they reported to Interpol, the Interpol invited him. Panic is understatement. He locked the door. They come, please call your girl. They are downstairs in the church. They want to embarrass me. Call your girl. I had to call people I know to help intervene and stop the arrest that he was going to come. That was how they stopped.
So that was how that case died?
No.
So what you're saying is that Chris is waiting Yahoo boy they call these people No, he got another name where Yahoo boy Azama.
After all the atrocities that we have committed, me and him, I'm not saying it in the place of love. That is the misunderstanding. Everybody is saying, oh, move on. It's not about love for me. It's about pain. I was the confusion that Jeremiah said he sent to their midst. Because one time Jeremiah came out and said, I have sent confusion in their midst. I was the confusion. So I was listening to everybody.
So you've been the Holy Spirit and now you're also confusion.
Yes. He gave me 10 million. Remaining 35 million. They say I should take 15 million and leave 20 million. I said, we had that argument. They said, okay, they paid 15 million to me through the brother.
So this is how they used to be sharing our tithe money.
DSS, they should go to that church and open that altar. Open his altar. I won't say further than that. When they were building that place collapsed. Somebody died. But apart from somebody dead, there is something, there's a blogger that found something on the ground. This man was begging, called me, said, what do I give to this blogger to close his mouth? The DSS should go and open that altar. I know what I'm saying. That's all I will say.
The church altar. The
church altar where he used to stand, that pulpit, they should dig it up and open it.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Kel Armstrong. I'm calling you from the Car Truth podcast.
Okay, Car Truth podcast.
Yes. Good afternoon, sir. I'm sorry to disturb your afternoon. We have Doris Ogala in our studio, and whatever you're telling us today, please do not hold anything back.
Okay.
And the essence of doing this is because it may be saving someone else out there. So, without wasting much of your time and the time of our audience, please go straight to the point. Tell us what exactly is happening. What did Chris, our dear apostle or prophet ChrisOkafor, do to you? What is happening?
You see, when you call...
And I want you to please start from the beginning.
Yes, I will. When you call Chris prophet, it's an insult to God. And what is happening today, I think now I can believe that God answers prayer. When I was small, and this is my truth, I used to pray to God. When I see these pastors on pulpits, especially TB Joshua, when I know that my father used to watch TB Joshua so much, when I see them preaching, one day, before my dad died, he was watching TV. You carry her place on TV. And I went inside the room and I prayed. And I said, God, give me power to expose these people. I'll go to their altar and challenge them and expose them. I prayed that prayer. I'm not lying. This prayer, I prayed it years back when I was younger. Now, going forward to ChrisOkafor. You see, it's something I am not ashamed to talk about. Not because I am proud of what I did, but because I have nothing again to lose. I lost the most important person in my life. My younger brother, the most handsome man. I don't know, maybe I can show you who I'm talking about so that you understand where my anger is coming from. In the whole wide world, there is nobody handsome like my brother. Both Igbo, white, black. God created that boy. When you say God created someone in his image, that is my brother, from head to toe, teeth, everything intact. I lost that boy. There's nothing anybody will tell me now. Nobody is ready to stop me. I don't know why anybody will want to stop me. Will he bring back my brother? No. I'm trying to get his picture so that maybe we can be on the same page. You understand me and what I'm talking about. That's the boy I lost. This is the boy I lost. I lost my brother this year. I lost him this year for nothing. This is the boy. This is who I lost. So when I talk, people say you want money, you want him to pay you. You said he must marry you. Who is he leaving me for? But of course, yes. Who is he leaving me for after all the atrocity that we have committed? Me and him. I'm not saying it in the place of love. That is the misunderstanding. Everybody is saying, oh, move on. It's not about love for me. It's about pain. It's about pain that this man caused me for no reason. Now, I will shed light to what happened. I met ChrisOkafor 2017. I was just 23 years. God started blessing me early. I bought my first car at the age of 18 years. I bought Murano. I went to Cotonou, bought the car with my money, brought it to Nigeria. So it's not like the man bought it for me. No. I was doing well for myself. Very well. A young girl at that age. Before 2017, I bought that car 2000 and how many years? It's been a long time. I bought car. Now, what happened? I went to police for CID for a case. In that first CID, I saw Chris. Chris was coming. I went there with my colleague, Okoye. So as Chris, people were saying, who is this man? He's very handsome. As he was coming, he was walking on the road. Me, I was also walking on the road, like we're coming opposite each other. And then we met. I would call it hypnotism at first sight, not love at first sight. Because what happened to me that day, people might call it love at first sight. No, it was hypnotism. We met. His bouncers now rushed to move me away from me. He now grabbed me by my hand and entered his car. And then gave me his number and said, I'll call you. I left. Few hours later, in fact, it was even my colleague that said, I know this man, he's the big man of God. I was like, oh, really? But after when she was saying that, then I was already gone in love with the guy. Or hypnotized by him, because it's not love. Now it's beginning to make sense to me. Now the whole thing is clearing. 2 hours later, a few hours later, I got a text. Hi. I said, who is this? I said, Chris. But my colleague didn't really remember his name. I said, yes, that's his name, Chris. Then he now called and asked me, when am I coming to Lagos? I told him. And he said, okay. When I get to Lagos, I should call him. I got back to Lagos. This was around December. This thing was happening around December. But towards the end of December. In fact, when I got back to Lagos, the day he invited me was on 31st of December. 2017. Because they were doing crossover night. He invited me to an address in Ojudubega. I went to the place and it became a church. Honestly, when I was going, I didn't think that he was going to invite me in his church. I was thinking he was going to probably a house or somewhere private, because I was already all over in love. Oh, I don't know. Like for me, I wanted him and he also wanted me. Choma, if Choma Okoye would be true to, because we're quarreling now, Choma would tell you that I was hypnotized. Like I was, at some point, my colleague was looking at me like this. When I got to his church, it was his pastor, Pastor Sylvester, who came down to receive me. They were just closed from the crossover night. And he took me up to his office. He looked at me, then he said he liked me. That he's a pastor. he's been divorced, and he will tell me what the wife did to him later. But he's going to travel for Christmas this January. That January that I should am I traveling? I said yes. I said okay, we'll meet in the east. I traveled. I will get to this when I narrate this part. I will give you a number. You will call my national president to confirm what I just said. Then we'll continue. It was at that point when I got to the east, my next national president. No. I think he invited me to the village, yes. My national president, I think he went with me. Yes, he did. Went to his village.
This national president of what?
Actors Guild of Nigeria, Emeka Rollers. He went, no, not that first one that he went to. That 2017, I went alone. I went to see him, introduce me to his mother. Now I can put it. I saw his mother. That was the first day we kissed, so I went alone. I remember now vividly. We ate, introduced me to his mother, to his children, and all that. His village is in one place in Anambra. You go from Okigwe. From Okigwe, there's a road that will link to that place. So it's close to Umuahia, so it's not that Anambra inside. So when we finished, he was a little bit late, getting late. He sent his driver, Emeka is the name of his driver. Emeka drove his heelers with some policemen who now drove behind me to see me off, so to a safe place. I was it. Then when he came back, we started. We were just love cats, love birds. This guy will call me to come to the church. There's no way he doesn't sleep with me. There's one guy, Obum. One of his, they called him his son. Obum. If I come, that time Obum will receive me. I'll go to his bedroom. We'll start from door, start kissing. That's how we'll start making love. That's how glued we were together. Yes. And when we take me inside, we'll do it everywhere. His daughters, I used to wear uniform with the daughters. I think I will show you. Although the wife reached out to me and said she doesn't want the daughter on social media, and I apologize, but there's no way I will tell the story and without, how will I tell the story or make you guys believe if to show you that I even wear uniforms with the daughter. This is the first daughter.
Is the daughter of
ChrisOkafor. The one who ran away from the house and went to her mother because of her father's atrocities. Yes, it was too much. This is the first daughter. This is the one. This is how much I used to buy gifts. They love me. She too gave me gifts too. Like she started doing lip gloss or something. The mom, that started guiding her. So she started producing lip gloss. So she gave me one as gift. So what am I trying to say? He has those, all his daughter, what do you want that is albino, right? Not like I'm yabbing about. That's what I want to describe her. A lot of them loved me. We were a family. His son, he has a son that looks much like him. We were a family. Now, I will come, Chris would, is either we're in the house or you take me to Marriott Hotel in Lagos, or there's another house that he had. Now, according to him, he said somebody has taken the house. He said the house is keeping it for one politician. That sometimes Obum will take me to that house. We would make love. One of my sister, Winner lives in that place. My sister, Winner. They used to know now. My people, because they live there. When I come, they always know when I go to see. Even Sese will tell me that man is a guy man pastor. He used to come to my father's shrine to do juju. Yeah, and then to stop it. I was head over this guy. I was in love. For me, I was in love. At the end of the day, we started dating for so many years. Now, 2019. I had this guy I knew. 2012, I met in Dubai, my ex-husband. Now, we were supposed to marry, but it didn't work. Like, he's toxic. Then I stopped having feelings. That was when I now met Chris, 2017. Then 2019, this guy resurfaced again, and was pressure. He wanted to marry me. My ex-husband, will I say, is obsessed with me. Why I say he is, because he still talks to me now. He's obsessed. So he's somebody I would call it love. Like, maybe it's love for him, because he's really like that with me. He insisted that he wants to marry me. Was pressuring everywhere, calling my mother, every member of my family, and all that. And at that time, I already was hell over Chris, so I didn't have feelings for him. But pressure, her family, my mom said, okay, marry him. He bought a car for me, actually, because he was in South Africa. He bought a car for me. When he came back to Nigeria, I remember that night, came to me, said, he wants us to marry as fast as possible. I doesn't want to waste time. And I told him, listen, not like I don't like you, but I don't have feelings for you. If I marry you, it will not work. You know it. He said, I should forgive him for all the beatings he did that made me lose feelings, all the things that happened, that in that marriage, we'll find love, that the love will grow. That is that what he used. I told Chris, and later I now called Chris. I said, look at what's going on, look at what's going on. Chris said, I have most of the chats where he said, I'm hurting him. I don't know if I can find it, but let me check. Even said, I'm hurting him.
Don't worry, you can just send us the chat.
Yeah, I will send you, then you can post them as I'm talking, yes. So, but later, I told him that at this point there's pressure. He said he wasn't ready, that I should wait for him. Oh. I said I had to marry. Eventually, I married the guy. I don't want to talk. When people say, you left your husband for Chris. You don't want to know what I went through in that marriage. Trust me. I think I'm going to play one video. At least this one is faster. Where my ex beat me up. This was the video I sent to Chris, and he said I should leave the house. This is the video I sent to Chris. This is my ex-husband's compound in the village. This is the video I sent to Chris. This girl came and slapped me. My eyes, blood gushed out of my nose. That was the video I sent to Chris. I should come. So, I was in a very toxic marriage. I was not happy. Chris became my only confidant. Everything about that marriage is what my experience in my marriage is something I don't want to talk about. And the only person I was talking to was Chris. And Chris took advantage of it. I don't know why women are coming to judge me. So many women go through this same thing. When your husband is treating you bad, you look for someone you talk to. If the person is a good person will want to reconcile or talk to your husband. But Chris didn't do that. Rather, he kept condemning my husband, and most times he would tell me, because I wasn't having sex with my ex-husband, which was more reason why he was beating me. I didn't have feelings. To have sex with me, to turn to rape. That's what I would use, because he would force it and do it. And that's why when he got someone pregnant, I didn't blame him, because I was depriving him of that. And then Chris took advantage of it. Chris doesn't even want me to have sex with my own ex. Though I wasn't having feelings, he doesn't even want me to.
While you were not having sex with your husband, were you having sex with Chris?
No, I never had sex with Chris while I was married. I stopped having sex with Chris. So, but what I was doing with Chris, which I don't want to show this, because at this point I don't care. To show you how I don't care, how God wants to use me, I was going to show you my chats with Chris, where I sent him my breast, where he said I should touch it. People would say, she's ashamed. What this girl should be ashamed. Why is she saying this? But I have to say it the way it is. This was what happened. People do worse in their marriages. Is it because I'm speaking my own? This guy will call me. He said I should show him my breast. I should make a video and send to him. I'll do that. He will call me on video call and said, remove it. Bro, I think I was under hypnosis, because I don't think with my right senses I would do this. I would have shown it to you, where he would tell me to touch myself. I would do it. He had control over me. I didn't know what I was doing. My life became, I was running around in my life. Then, that was one of the days my ex-husband now beats me terribly. He said, you know what? Move out of the house. Come, I'll marry you.
Chris told you that?
Yes. That was when I sent him this video. He said, come out from there. He bought me tickets, flew me out of the house the next day. What I left, the car my ex-husband bought for me, I returned it to him. I did not carry any of my properties, my clothes. I did not carry anything. I only took my ribbons in a school bag and I left. Because the day my ex-husband slapped me, I looked at him and I said, you know that this marriage is over. And he knew it was over this time. So I left. And I went to Chris that day. As I landed Lagos, kept me in Marriott Hotel. That was where we now made love. Stayed there for 4 days, then I traveled to Abuja. So that's what happened. Then it was that period that one guy, Profex, started calling him out on social media, on Facebook. I saw it and I asked him, what's this? You know, so I will show you this. It was there that he now said it was his ex-wife. I want to show you this particular chat. That was where he now said it was his ex-wife that was doing it. So he said, okay, this one is my chat with Jeremiah before yesterday. I'm trying to see, I sent it to someone. That's why I'm thinking it was going to be very fast.
You can just tell the story then. You send us all the chat.
I'll send you all the chats. So, when I saw it, I said, what's this? I didn't you get it because the professor was actually calling him out for having an affair.
With another woman.
With another woman. I think someone was calling him out to say they had an affair with him. He said, no, I should not believe it. It was his ex-wife. Then he asked me to get close to Profex. He now asked me to get close to Profex, and I got close to Profex. I spoke to Profex, told him my Igbo name, you know, on phone and all that, to find out what more he had on him. So when I and Profex got talking, I found out that he didn't have much on ChrisOkafor. So I went back and I told Chris. 1 week later, started calling other pastors out. About 5 or 6, but was Jeremiah Omotofofe.
You said his name is Profex. Profex.
One South African blackmailer. He called himself a blogger. Not a blogger. I'm going to get to him too. Because he collected money eventually. And I have the proof. So, and he might say, oh, I'm playing along. No, that's not playing along. Just like you told me a story. You said the pastor gave you money through your foundation and you brought it out and shared it to your foundation. He wanted to bribe you, but he was not able to bribe you. You didn't stop talking, right? So if you were doing the right thing, if they bribe you, at least you would tell the people this is what is going on. You didn't say it until I started exposing you. So that's another story. Let me not digress. Now, they came. Chris called me. And I'm his girlfriend. Put me on 3-way with Prophet Jeremiah. And they started pleading with me. Chris said, this is his friend. That this guy is calling them out. I should find out what. Then the story Prophet was.
Which Jeremiah?
Prophet Jeremiah Omotofofe.
Papa J.
Papa J. The story that Prophet was calling him out for was not the big testimony case, no. It was the story of a program he went for. Is it in... Okay, one lady. First of all, it's a program of one lady called Comfort. He said the man got the lady pregnant. I don't know how true that is. Because Prophet can't lie. And it was when I got closer to Prophet that I know what the things he does. So it was the case Prophet called Jeremiah out first was one Comfort. The girl is late now. So, and it was not Ruth Matthew's case, no. It was Comfort and one case that he went abroad and also somebody died. That was the case he was calling Prophet Jeremiah out for. So, when they told me to get closer to him and find out what he knows, Chris, pleaded with me. In fact, I can remember the way they were saying, my dear, my please. I gave them condition that before I was going to get involved in this, because this might get messy. That 3-way call that I had with Prophet Jeremiah, that was when they were pleading that I should go after prophets. So I insisted that I gave them a condition that they have to involve the police, involve just the police and my lawyer, so he can guide me on the part I was about to do if I was going against the law, which they did eventually. They paid my lawyer, they involved my lawyer and paid his fee, legal fee, involved their own lawyer, paid his own legal fee and all that. So I had the guidance of the lawyer, and also involved Interpol. I went to the Interpol, I wrote statements. I also went to EFCC in Benin. I wrote statements, so the lawyers were guiding me, on what to do most times. Now, at the place I want to bring in this topic, because I have a witness, which is my national president. Before getting me involved in this with Matthew, prophets, calling them out and all that, before I got involved in that, one of the Decembers, during the time before I even got married, I think this was around 20, can't remember, but right before I got married, so Chris invited me to his village. Then I went with my national president. I was the one who took my national president and Mommy Chinwo there. So, in case he's claiming that I was lying, these are my witnesses. In fact, as a matter of fact, let me give you my national president's number. He's fully aware of the relationship between me and Chris. At least he didn't know that we were dating, but he knew that I've taken him to the village. So if I can go to Chris' village, that means I am very close to him. So I'm like, can you take this number?
Okay, my phone.
Call him now. I'm sure you would ask him direct question.
Yeah, let us verify this one live on camera. Okay. So the person I'm calling is
Mr. Emeka Rolas, the former national president. They just left a few weeks ago as the national president of Actors Guild of Nigeria.
Okay, so just visit.
Did he ring at all?
It's ringing now. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Kel Armstrong Amobi. I'm calling you from the Car Truth podcast.
Okay, Car Truth podcast.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm sorry to disturb your afternoon. We have Doris Ogala in our studio, and there's something she said about Chris. You've been aware of her relationship with ChrisOkafor, and we said we should call you to confirm if this is correct.
No, I said I took him to the village.
What exactly did she say?
She said she took you to Chris' village. In fact, you're on speaker currently, sir. So she's here. She said she took you to Chris' village.
He's not aware that I'm dating Chris, but he has followed me to Chris' village.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to confirm if it is true that you have followed her to Chris' village. This will give credibility to her story.
Of course, yes. Myself and Madam Chinwo we were at Chris' village in Umunze.
Okay.
What else did she say?
Okay, no, she didn't say any other thing. I just want to ask one more question, please.
I asked you a question. I didn't respond. So what else? What other question? Go ahead.
Okay. So this one is a personal question. It's not like she said something. I want to ask if with was it ever in your knowledge that she's dating ChrisOkafor?
Why should that be in my knowledge? What should be in my knowledge? You have inquired, I have answered. And taking me there, we didn't go there for crusade. We didn't go there for crusade. We didn't go there for anything. So what else could be happening between him and the lady? Are you there?
Yes. Yes.
That's why you really throwing that question to me. The person that answered that question has already told you our version. You understand?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Answer that yes, we were in that village, and what I am saying that I need also to be put out there is that I don't want to be pushed further.
It's all right.
Standing right now as there is witnesses in a lot of things. You see, everybody doesn't behave the same. Okay? I want to say something. She might have chosen her personal way of venting her spleen or trying to heal from something she knows, only her knows. Let no other person come out and begin to take her to be the worst person on earth. I have been opportune to be president of the Actors Guild for 8 good years, and I have very private information to a lot of people who parade themselves as whited sepulchre, who can pretend in the public while behind they do worse things than what they are accusing her of. She and whoever she's mentioning have their issue, and they have, every human being has the right of doing what he or she feels to do to calm herself or himself down. Just like as you have asked me this question, and I've answered you directly, that I've been in that village, and I even mentioned a third person who was in that village before. I think that satisfies your curiosity.
Yes, thank you so much for your time, sir. We appreciate it. Thank you.
So I believe this answers it, that I wasn't lying.
Yes.
He even mentioned the name of the village, Umunze.
And also a name of another witness.
Momichi Nwowo.
Oh.
I took both of them there. It was my papa, my boyfriend.
So just to
Calling me to
confirm something,
Yeah.
you've been saying that you took them to Chris' village. Do you mean you took them to Chris's house in the village?
Yes.
Great.
His house in the village.
Okay.
Where his mother, his father, because usually Chris doesn't travel during Christmas. He must do that his crossover night. So he travels January. So it's around January that he goes to their village. So most times he wants to see me because I'm also in the East. So one of those days that like, okay, president, because my president was around, I said, let's go and see doctor. I didn't even know that he knew him before. My national president knew him before. In fact, that's why I said I want to speak to him before I say this. It was my national president and Chinyere Winifred that did damage control of that one-hand woman. Yes.
They staged the woman they used to stage.
Yes, they were the ones that did the damage control. In fact, they were the ones Chris was begging to help call some people to stop trying. I didn't know that he knew Chris before I took. It was when I took them there, thinking I was bringing stars to my boyfriend.
You didn't know that they already had a relationship.
Yes, they didn't even mention. It was later I got to find that I hear this part because it was Chris that told me. Chris was badmouthing my national president, insulting him, saying my national president is a beggar and all that. I was close to Chris to a point where Chris will be talking to his church member and he will have another phone, his earpiece. I will be hearing their conversations.
Sorry, just to take you back a little so that we'll be sure we understand everything. What was the part? What exactly did the national president and Chinyere Winifred do? What kind of damage control?
This kind of, because Chris told me. It was Chris that told me. In fact, one of the recordings, I'm going to look for it, where he was saying it. is that it was that Emeka and put my president on the phone. Let him hear this part so that he would answer me.
Are you sure it's proper to call him again?
Okay, leave him.
Yeah.
So he said he said that it was Chinyere, and one of the times where we are having issues, him and Chinyere, Winifred. He said it was Chinyere and Emeka who they wanted to use that matter to be extorting money from him. The one-hand old man that said it was Pastor Ezezebo who deceived him and sent that lady to him, knowing fully well that the lady has been used by other people.
So there is change arranging.
I don't know. This was what he told me. I have it on record.
This person will use and then.
I don't know who is the Ezezebo, but he mentioned. In fact, as a matter of fact, he sent me the Pastor Ezezebo's Facebook page. And I should give it to bloggers to drag him.
Oh, to pay him back.
Yes.
For putting him on the hot seat.
Yes. So he said it was Chinyere who the people who have tried find people that were able to, remove the scandals. People that posted it, they will go and meet them to bring it down and all that. And let me tell you, let me go back to Chris. You see here.
Now, just before you jump, you were talking about he said Chris used to put earphone on one ear while talking with the prophet. That is where you were before I drew you back.
Well,
so
he used to do that. He used to put AirPod and be talking to his church members. One time he saw more Chinyere, Winifred and the husband. There was a gossip. Chinyere gossiped me. I gossiped Chinyere. So both of us were gossiping. Chinyere said things told him to be careful of me, stay away from Doris, or for people in Nollywood, it's Doris that you'll be dating. Emeka told me this, Emeka told me that. That's what Chinyere was telling him. Then him too came and told me what Chinyere was telling him. Me too, I badmouthed Chinyere and told him what Chinyere was also telling my national president that he did. Chinyere said he's dating one woman called Wayo Onitsha in the church. That Chinyere said he removed his sister from one of the shop. That Chinyere said we gave Wayo Onitsha 10 million naira. That Chinyere said one woman was going to report to one of their general overseer, Papa, waiting there, waiting that he called, I've forgotten the name. That the woman is married, that he's the one that fathered one of his child. That Chinyere said this. These are the things that Chinyere, according to, they told me that Chinyere said I have to gossip it back to him. Then, in getting angry, Chinyere also said that he's dating one Amaka in the church. That's what Chinyere said. They told me, allegedly, that's what they told me as gossip. I was not there when he was dating. And I told him the gossip. Then he now got angry. And then someone Chinyere and the husband. And I said, I will show you that voice note. And I told Chinyere them, I was there because I was in that meeting. Chinyere's husband is a pastor in that church.
Oh.
And Chinyere is a member of the church. She's my colleague, an actress. And I saw more Chinyere and the husband. And I said, Chinyere, the day I sent that voice note to Chinyere screamed. The day I sent her the voice note that I was there, why the man summoned that Chinyere, her body shook. He summoned the both of them and I was telling Chinyere, say, the Holy Spirit told me. Holy Spirit revealed that you gossip me.
And you are the Holy Spirit.
I am the Holy Spirit. And I was in the ear. I will show you that voice note. You hear when she got angry and left, he said, Chibi, you heard it. Chibi, you heard what she's saying. That woman was talking to me. The Holy Spirit told me that you are a maker. Have been gossiping me. I am telling you. Listen, this is where I am telling you, have I not been good to you in this church? Why would you do that? Why would you do this? This man evil. Chinyere knew that Holy Spirit did not tell him anything because Chinyere knew who she told the gossip, and she knew where the gossip is coming from. Chinyere paro. Papa, wait, let me say, no, my daughter, don't talk again. Just go, excuse me, I'll meet you later. You see the drama in that voice note. He knew that Chinyere wanted to come and start exposing in front of her husband. He quickly cut Chinyere up and said, cool, I'll meet you later. Then I told him, did you hear it? Did you hear it? Then everything I have that recording, so I'm going to send it to you. Now, I'll look for it because it's I will look for where I pack all this happened a long time, so I have to get that particular one because I've played it on my page before.
So is this such person who really want to protect? Who treat with everybody?
I've never told them anything about it.
No, but I'm telling you where the stories is written.
It's better. Let's even hear what Emeka said told her. Because from this conversation, she will see everything Emeka told her now.
Yes, because at the end of the day, you know, if you don't do that, they will continue. So you are not even safe.
Me too.
You are not safe.
But I don't tell Emeka anything about you. Never.
No, it's not about you telling him. You know, one day he saw you around the village, or two of you came or something. So in his mind, you get, probably because he thinks, because he told me, I think he said he was saying how he used to give women to Suleiman, how he used to give women to Jeremiah. And I said, men of God.
Now, this is how close I was with Chris before they now got me involved on this professed matter. And I insisted I was going to get police involved, which they did and obliged. Then I started following up profess. Mind you, following up profess has nothing to do with Bobby testimony case. No. Following up profess, like I said before, profess was blackmailing them on a different matter, especially Prophet Jeremiah, on a girl named Comfort who was pregnant.
For who?
According to Prophet, that the girl was pregnant for Prophet Jeremiah. But I eventually found out that those stories may not be true. Because when I got into Prophet trusted me. In fact, I'm going to get, if I want to get into Prophet, it's going to be a long story because I posted all those things that time I exposed him. He trusted me to a point that he said we are now running streets. That he will get information from pastors. Because I'm in Nigeria, I will go and look for the pastor number, then I'll show the pastor his disgrace, and the pastor will not pay us money. One time he sent me to one pastor. I don't want to start adding too many names in this podcast. And I went there, said I should go and tell the pastor that you want to bring in his victim on live. And when he wants to bring in, when I went to the pastor, I was the one who told the pastor, sir, I beg, my name is Doris Ogala, not Choma Johnson. Please insult me. Let me send back to Prophet. I should come and blackmail you and collect 30 million. This is what I'm doing for your friend Jeremiah them and Chris. I had to open up to the man. It was not the man who now told his boy, I don't want to add too many names, who now told his boy my real name. And it was his boy who now went to go and expose who I was to Prophet. Now, what I did in Prophet's life, Interpol, there's a petition on Prophet. Interpol was already looking for Prophet. Now, I was working with Jeremiah them and Interpol to get more information from Prophet. So when I talk with Prophet, he tells me things, I revert to Interpol and Jeremiah and Chris. So most of the discussions, I have it on record and I'll send back. It was in between that matter that Ruth Matthews' case came. I'd already started talking to Prophet like 3 weeks before the Ruth Matthews case came. So it's not as if I was sent to come and spoil. That's why when I see people talking, say, she was an agent to come and spoil the bit. No, if you want to go and look for the child, go and look for the child. That was not what I was sent to do. What I was sent to do was to arrest, to get information to arrest Prophets. Now, when Ruth Matthews' case came, Prophet, because he has trusted me 3 weeks now of boyfriend, because we're acting like boyfriend and girlfriend on the phone. So he sent me to help him and go and release Ruth because she was arrested in Abuja. When I got to the place and I saw Ruth, because only me could find where we kept Ruth. Other people didn't know, but they hid her. Where the police station, if I didn't come, they would have jailed Ruth. The police station where they kept her is inside an estate. If you like go anywhere in Abuja, you will not find her. When I saw the woman, she's a crippled woman, my heart melted. I told these people, I went back to them, went on our 3-way call. I said, listen, I'm not going to be part of this. If you want me to continue investigating prophets, you must not hurt this woman. That was why, when they now whisked her out to Benin, I was one who even released the information to prophets. Then I was one who got her lawyer. Because when they took her to Benin, one lady too went there and was shouting and all that. At the end of the day, they wanted to whisk Ruth out by 6 a.m. in the morning. I was one Ruth called. So I had to call Bisola. Bisola is the only truthful person in that case. Not Bisola, to God, I reformed Bisola. Maureen. Bisola, I don't trust, I can tell you Bisola compromised. But you see Maureen Badejo, that woman, she doesn't like me. She calls me out too. But I would tell you because I was in the middle of everybody. I was the confusion that Jeremiah said he sent to their midst. Because one time Jeremiah came out and said, I have sent confusion in their midst. I was the confusion. So I was listening to everybody.
So you've been the Holy Spirit and now you're also confusion.
Yes, I was listening to everybody talk. Do you understand? So I can tell you everybody's role, categorically, including the Ijele that is here. I contacted the Ijele myself. I said, come and join them. Don't fight against these other people. Fight against prophets. Prophets is a blackmail. I called the Ijele even before Ruth Matthew's case. I can remember. If you really can remember, I called him during the comfort. The first call I made to Ijele was during comfort. When prophet was talking about comfort, I said, come and join these people and fight these prophets. This guy is blackmailing these people. But when the Matthew's case came, Ijele was one of the people that came to expose that I'm Doris Ogala. And if prophets will come and say, oh, I knew she was Doris Ogala, is a lie. Because if he knew, when Ijele will call him on the phone, prophets will do the same thing that Chris was doing. I'll be on another phone. Ijele will be calling. I'll be listening to Ijele. Ijele will say, Choma Johnson is Doris Ogala. Oh, leave her. Oh. After coming and prophets will be laughing at Ijele.
Let me drink water first. This story is like it's not going to end today.
So it will say, Choma Johnson is Doris Ogala. Oh. Prophets will say, see, that's that one. He just want to use me and shine. He wants to come. Actually, because prophets was not actually looking for the baby. Prophets calls it streets. Now, when the matter, let me not go deeper. Let me follow it sequentially. When I started following, when they arrested Ruth, I got Ruth Matthew a lawyer. When they got to court, she got bail. Honestly speaking, it was fights. Because Prophet Jeremiah was not happy that I helped to release Ruth. Chris was not happy. Mind you, I have my own contact. Aside that, I'm doing this for love. Because Chris said I should do. And one thing I want to correct is that people say they contracted me. No. It was Chris who said I should help his friend.
And you were doing it because Chris is your boyfriend.
There was no money agreement when I started doing this thing. I was doing it because Chris said, if you love me, do it. It was when I was done that most of the things I got, the information I got that proved that Prophet was the blackmailer. And also Ruth contradicting herself severally. That was what they now use in court to exonerate themselves from the court. And I will tell you for free, in as much as people tag many pastors fake, I will tell you for free, in my own, if there's anybody to hold in this Ruth Matthew's case, it is Ruth Matthew. Ask me why. I never got involved in that case. If I told you that me and them had issues, we had issues. I wasn't looking for any child. And I told them from the beginning, I'm not looking. My mission here is prophets. When Prophet sent me to go and collect money, during that case, Prophet sent me to go and collect money from Jeremiah them so that he can spoil the case, which he did. Because at some point, they paid Prophet 13 million. The first one was when I wanted to lure him to Nigeria before Ruth Matthew's case.
They paid him 13 million.
Yes, the first one was 3,000. The first money they paid Prophet was $3,000. It's the same year now, the same thing that the same 2022.
13 million then is like 45, 50 million.
No, 2022. But before Ruth Matthews' case, 3 weeks before Ruth Matthews' case, when I was doing all the love with prophets on phone, I have the payment slip. Let me show you. Let me share it with you people.
You can share it later. Just continue.
Yeah. When they told me to lure prophets to Nigeria, they wanted to arrest him. Before Ruth Matthews' case, the first money that was sent to prophets was ticket money, $3,000. Right? Then, during Ruth Matthews' case, prophets now sent me, thinking that me and him were like this. So I'm now, he calls it street, that we're running street. So I should go and meet Prophet Jeremiah them to give him money so that he can, change the case narrative. And I told them that was when they now got EFCC involved. What I'm going to share with you, you will see it, how the monies were paid. It was paid batch by batch because when Prophet was mounting pressure, the EFCC woman, the woman they called that the Oga of EFCC said I should delay him. And this was my lawyer and their lawyer who went to EFCC. So they say I should hold on so that they can put a lien in a Nigerian account Prophet provided. So Prophet was mounting pressure. They said, okay, send 1 million first. Why they are so although the money was sent by because they were trying to get court order to put a lien in that account. Eventually they did. Then I sent the money to Prophet. Mind you, the account is not Prophet's account. It's a Nigerian man who is doing BURl change, which I'm going to show you because Prophet also munch the guy, him and the guy's chat, which he stored the guy's name as Timothy BURl change. So the BURl change guy is a Nigerian based in Enugu that has a filling station. That's EFCC's investigation. So that was when they now put a lien in that account. So when the money came in, the man didn't know that there's a lien in his account now to hold the money back. He now paid his professors in the South African money. So professors received that money. Now, I will tell you what I know of a testimony case, and this is my truth. Prophet Jeremiah, I don't think that man knows where the child is. You know why? That man did not spend money looking for solution for that case. Even his family members ate a lot from him. That man could spend up to 500 million or 600 million because they took a lot of money in search of that child. I could tell you for free, he even paid private DSS people to look for that child. I am between I was paying double agent, so I know their own, I know these people own. This thing I'm saying is verifiable. The man was confused, was also looking for the child. I'm not saying he's a perfect man. I'm not here to do damage control. I'm telling my truth, what happened behind. The person they should hold responsible for this missing child is the mother. Ask me why. When they finished this case in court and she was found guilty, I was given bail of around 20,000, 30,000 naira. Fine of 20,000, 30,000. The woman is out. God forgive me, the disabled lady. When this woman came out, all these things I have them in voice notes, which I'll sort them and send you. This woman started calling me, calling everybody who know Prophet Jeremiah to come and beg for Jeremiah. Say Prophet is a fool. Prophet use that to make money. All those blah 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 blah. She collected 1 million naira from Jeremiah's brother after the case. This same woman that they are calling now, they want to resurrect the case. This same woman badmouthed Jeremiah. As a matter of fact, there is one lady called Chantel. This lady say Chantel, she will turn Chantel to dumb baby because Chantel ate, which is true. Chantel took money that was donated for her. So it was all about money. Chantelo, Kinslio, all those people embezzled money. I used to talk with them now. So I have all those conversations. The only people that I did not collect, is it Dadamas did not collect 1 naira. You see Maureen Badejo and my what's the name? She don't like me. Did not collect 1 naira. You see Jele speak. This one don't know what they happen. This one just say, let us go and fight the baby. Would you protest? Like money was just flowing. He did not know what was happening. Dr. Chidi, 1 naira did not collect. These are people that did not collect money. But you see the rest of them. The other one, the many people, these people sent, paid money. Prophets. If you watch Prophets, after that case, Prophets started doing like a promo for Prophet Jeremiah. Prophets now became on their payroll. So he does more of adverts. He stopped talking about the matter. So why Prophets coming out now to come and say, hey, look at how Choma, Doris came as Choma, I was playing my voice. No, you don't have to. Because this is, I came, I said I was used as a double agent. And I worked according to the law because I took guidance from my lawyer, their lawyer, which I have conversation of, including Chris' lawyer. They all were guiding me as a layman. And I also went to police and EFCC. So if I have these people guiding me, and they say what I was doing was not wrong, I don't think I was doing wrong. So I didn't commit any crime. I don't know anything about the child. My interest was not about the child. I've never been interested in looking for the child. My interest was they were looking for Prophets. They wanted to arrest Prophets. Somebody's calling out my boyfriend, blackmailing them. My boyfriend wanted to arrest. He sent me to go and help them, get this guy or get information from this guy so they can arrest him. But the one that pained me, Chris is a devil. Kai, God, if I was under hypnosis, God, please make your judgment before Chris. Chris told me that day we quarreled. That was Chris said, show him your breast. Seduce him. This is my breast. The same breast that I used to, because he knows my breast is beautiful. Sorry, I will say this proudly. Because I used to show him. Then he has to show him.
You used to show Chris the breast?
Yes.
On a video chat?
When I was even still in my husband's house. Yes. And I'm not, when I went to, and I said I was going to show you, people said, don't show them your breast. These are the things I've done. Chris shared my naked video.
Do you have anything to prove this thing you just said now?
Which one?
To prove that Chris asks you to send your breast and you send it to him. No, don't show me.
Don't ask me that question.
Don't show me. You can send to us later.
No, I can't send you, but I can show you.
It's not for me to see.
But I can show you. Maybe I did on my own. I have proof.
It's not for me.
I will
for
show
the
you
audience.
with his phone. I can't show my breast.
No, not the breast. We're going to blur that part. I'm just the request for it. I'm not saying you should start publishing your breast, of course, but the request, the chat leading to it. That is what I want. Not your beautiful breast. Let me know. Don't come and tempt me to. I'm not Prophet.
Nah, there's nothing I am doing for these people anymore. I'm not. For me to come out and talk my truth like this, my brother. For me to come and speak my truth like
so that we don't waste much time.
For me to come and speak my truth.
Just what we need is a chat of
for
it.
Me to, no, I won't give you my chat. They've advised me not to share it. If it were yesterday, day before yesterday, I'll send you. But I will show you that I have proof.
What we're doing here is to ensure that we give credibility to everything you've been saying.
No, except I will blur the breast and send it to you. Then you will see the chat with Chris' number.
That is what we're asking for now. Okay, we are not saying send. We're going to blur the whole part.
I will give it to you. So, yeah. This man said I should also show Prophets my breast. Because they wanted something. That was when it began to, at some point, if I show you the chat, you see where we were doing back and forth quarrel. Because I now said, if this man really loved me, he would never tell me to show another man my body. That was when it was beginning to dawn on me that this man didn't really like me. So, long story short, the matter finished. They used part of the recordings I got for them. They took it to court and they got Jeremiah was exonerated because truly, in all fairness, I will still say this thing. When we were looking for that baby testimony, even during our 3-way call, there was no time Jeremiah was coming to say, oh, I keep the child somewhere. No, even when they said they have found somebody, they look alike, Jeremiah was very happy. I can tell you that for free with I have the proof of everything I'm saying. So, coming to say, the first person you should hold responsible is the mother of that child. If you hold her, she will explain what happened to the child. If they are to start that case again, the first suspect should be the mother. When they bring the mother, she will tell you where they kept that child. Because throughout that, she was just contradicting herself. And you can't tell me that the mother lost her child. When the matter finished, after stressing you, taking you to court, then you come back and come and collect money from the same man or the same man's brother, because it was the man's brother that gave her 1 million naira. You can't tell me that. And to the point, after the man gave her 1 million, she used to give the man about 100 missed call and say the man should give her 6 million to start cement business.
Okay, now let's just forget about that woman and their story. Let's go to the main story.
So the first story is that it's still connected to it, because it was after that case that they gave me. Jeremiah was now happy. Prophet Jeremiah went to fulfill, and now promised me to buy me a car. I should take any car of my choice. The first car I will send you the way the chat went. The first car I chose was Lexus, and he said it was expensive, which was 78 million. The second one I chose was Mercedes, 45 million. So I told them to send me money for this one, that is 45 million. I will complete it and buy the car that I want. I have that in chat. I will send to you as well. So Jeremiah said, okay, it was a 3-way call. After this thing, at this time, I didn't have Prophet Jeremiah's number. I've never met Prophet Jeremiah one-on-one in my entire life. It was always 3-way call between Chris, me, and Prophet Jeremiah. So it was at this point that Chris told Jeremiah to send the money of that car to his account. We were on 3-way call. So when we cut off the call, and I asked him, why would you say that? That I have my own account. He said no. That he does not want Jeremiah to have my number, because Jeremiah has come to his, I don't know whether it's true or not, but this is what Chris told me. That Jeremiah has come to his church before and got someone pregnant. And when he got someone pregnant, they used 10 million to cover it. This was what ChrisOkafor told me. So whether it is true or not, I don't know. Now, when he said that, that was why I said, okay, use your account. Mind you, I was his girlfriend. It's my boyfriend, so whatever he says, it's okay. Jeremiah sent the money. Chris told me that Jeremiah was sending the money. I will send you a chat. So it was at that point that Prophet Jeremiah started sending the money. He said, Chris now told me, which I'm going to send you the chat, that the man was sending the money, 3 million, 1 million, because that was what he was sending to me. Pieces by pieces, to the tune of 10 million naira. When I now asked for the money, let me go and pay for the car, he said the man is stingy, that in fact he's ungrateful. I should not talk to him. He doesn't want to talk to him again. He's ungrateful. All these people that did not go to school, that school is not a scam. That, all these ungrateful people, I should just forget him. I left. 6 months later, I started looking for money. I wanted money for something. And mind you, people were shaming me. I did not collect money from Chris. When you were this, only 300,000 that you collected. When I was going out with Chris, I was having money.
But were you able to confirm that Papa J did not send the whole money to Chris?
I'm coming now. I'm telling you the story. Mind, people say I did not collect money from Chris when I was going out with him. When I was going out with Chris, I had money. I had resources. So there was no need for money. It was love for me. It was hypnosis for me, because I don't think it was love. Now my eyes is clear. I don't think it was love. I think I was hypnotized. So when throughout my dating ChrisOkafor, the only money he had ever given me, which was 2023, 300,000, which was when I was asking money for that I needed money after that case. Well, at that time I wanted 1.8 million to travel. Chris now gave me only 300. That was when I said, by the way, your friend is owing me. why don't I call your friend to call? I said, no, forget that one. I don't want to talk to him. That was when I reached out to Prophet Jeremiah's brother, who now told me, when I told him the whole thing I did, because I had to open up to him, then he now called Prophet Jeremiah. Jeremiah said, no, that girl helped my case. I promised to buy her car. I have sent the whole money to Chris. I have my proof. Then I put me on 3-way call. And I spoke to, I was also send you my chat with Prophet Jeremiah 3 days ago. I will send you my chat with him where he also confirmed it. People say, I have given Chris the money. Why is Chris doing this thing? You tried. You protect, you revealed so many things that helped us in the case. Why is he not doing this? Prophet Jeremiah now called Chris immediately. Chris was in America. Give this guy money now. Chris said, please, that he's building a hotel. That he borrowed money from bank. That Jeremiah should help him and pay. Jeremiah said, I can only do 7 million for you. Because then he said he would pay that 7 million, then Chris paid 8 million. I don't know, but whatever they wanted to pay was to amount 15 million. Because Prophet Jeremiah was begging me to collect 15 million and let go the rest. I said, no. The money was 45 million. He gave me 10 million. Remaining 35 million. They said I should take 15 million and leave 20 million. I said, no. We had that argument. They said, no. They said, okay, they paid 15 million to me through the brother who now transferred it to me. And I asked them, when are they paying the remaining one? Say 1 month later. 1 month later, I called Chris. Chris blocked me. Where is my money?
When was this?
This was 2020. When I was drawing the money was 2023. 2023. That's when I was.
So this is how they used to be sharing our tight money. 10 million to this person, 30 million.
No, this was 2024. Not 2023.
Hi, God.
2024.
Please continue, my dear.
2024. That's when I started drawing the money. So when I started drawing the money, Chris now said he was going to. After that 1 month, I asked for the money. Chris had to involve one blogger like that. Chris now started posting my nude video and my miscarriage video. I was pregnant. I got pregnant for Chris during our relationship, and I miscarried the baby. So when I had miscarriage, they were doing evacuation. So in that hospital, they made a video and I sent it to Chris. So Chris had that evacuation process. Then he now went to say that he wants to send it to a blogger to use it as blackmail. That I was doing abortion. Nobody would do abortion and video herself. I was 2 months pregnant then, and I miscarried it. But as a matter of fact, I've always had miscarriage in 2013. Even before I got married, when I was courting my ex, that was the reason why when I said I don't have feelings for my ex again. 2013, when we were courting, I got pregnant. He beat me in the village and kicked my stomach. I lost the baby. So those were the reason why I refused to marry him before I met Chris. So when I sent that, Chris now said he was going to send my nude video, my miscarriage video, and turn it to abortion. That was what forced me to now release that evacuation process myself on my Instagram.
All these things started happening just because you asked for your 45 million.
Yeah, because I asked for my money. That was what led me to now release that miscarriage process myself. The day I released it, everybody was shouting, calling. I was crying. That the priest even came to my house in Lagos then to interview me. And I said, why did you do that? I told him everything that happened that period. That was 2024. And you know that, he left. After that, we now paid 5 million naira that period. Then the remaining 15 million. It was in the remaining 15 million because I called him out on my page. So he now paid the 5 million. It was the remaining 15 million that his lawyer now filed the petition at NCCCC, National Cyber Crime Center, against me for defamation and cyber stalking. Then it was at that time the police came to my house in Lagos. They didn't see me. Then I went to answer the petition. When I got there, I was detained for 1 night. Me too, I get my own contact. So I think I know if it's no maybe his contact. So I get my own too. So I had to call the people I know who put in words for me and I was granted bail. Then from that Abuja, because this happened November last year, that's when I was arrested. From that Abuja, I now traveled to East, December. While I was there in December in the East, I was with my brother. I left my brother healthy in Lagos. By November, my mother was full of him. He was the healthy boy that is a musician. When I got to my brother said his leg is paining him. I thought it was just normal pain. I said, okay, let my driver drive you from Lagos. Since I wanted to use the car, you should come for Christmas. My brother coming back, his 2 legs were paralyzed. My brother, I watched my brother. I watched that boy. That boy looked at me like this. Oh God, Chris, let me see who will tell me not to say the truth. I saw my brother's eye blurry. My brother said, I can't see. Chris did me bad. Chris did me bad. Chris must just leave me. He must just leave me.
Sorry. Are you saying Chris had anything to do with?
You cannot prove spirituality. You cannot prove it. Everything I've said there is what I can prove. I don't have proof. My brother died mysteriously. In between this fight, I lost the most important thing in my life. What am I living for? I'm not living for anything anymore. Everything I have. Everything I have.
Sorry.
Everything I have
drawer.
is...
Open that drawer, bring...
That boy left me. That boy.
Sorry.
Chris did me bad though.
Please just put yourself
just
together.
beating me for how much? Let's even assume
Just put yourself
that they did
together.
not give me. Let's assume that I did not do anything. Or some can't Chris just dash me 15 million as his girlfriend. The one that is paining me most. This is this year. I lost my brother this year. I lost my brother this year, January. 4 months. Sorry, 2 days. 4 days to my brother's burial. Chris sent police to come and arrest me. Police took me away. Took me to Owerri. Collected my phones. I could not call anybody. I was detained for 2 days. They beat me up.
On what allegations?
Defamation, cyber stalking for my money that he was owing me. I will send you the agreement that he paid me money. When he paid the money, eventually the agreement was signed. I was detained for 2 days. My brother's burial was in 4 days. Eventually, I had panic attack inside cell. By midnight, I could not breathe. I was there in the way they go and find out. I could not breathe. I was shaking in the cell. By 2 a.m., the DC of that station came out, told them to take this lady away or they release her. That was when after 2 days they took me to Abuja. I was released on bail to go and bury my brother, and they gave me court paper. When we got, after burying my brother, I went to court. The police prosecutor was insisting that they remind me in prison because I had a wonderful lawyer, Nwoko. It was the lawyer that told them to provide evidence that I jumped bail because they told the prosecutor that I was flight risk. They provided evidence that she jumped bail. They couldn't provide it. The judge gave me bail, and I was released on bail. It was at that point that I have decided, since that time, that I have decided this exposition would have happened the moment I came out from prison, from court.
Please give me this.
From court. Because there was that time that nobody was going to stop me. I entered my page. I started releasing evidences.
Then?
This was this year. When I came out from court, I was around March, April. That was around March, yes. Started releasing evidence. They knew at this point they couldn't stop me. They now ran to my lawyer and started pleading that they are ready to withdraw and pay me my money. And that was exactly what happened. But they brought it nonsense condition that I have to put down every video that I've made, that I will not sue the police, I will not sue ChrisOkafor for infringement of my rights. Police came into my house, ransacked my house without warrant. They said I must sign that, and I signed it. That was why I did not sue him for fundamental human rights, for beating me up. They now paid me the remaining 15 million this year, March, April. But you see, God, and since that time, my life has not been the same. Since my brother died, I had to leave my house in Lagos, move to Abuja. I've been so depressed. In fact, this time, after confessing this whole thing, that is the first time I'm feeling light. I've been so paranoid. If you watch lately, I've been everywhere on social media. Things get me angry. I just hated myself. I fought myself. Everything. I blame myself for everything. Now, God gave me opportunity. He wants to marry. After uselessing me, who does he want to leave me for? When I say that, people think I'm saying it because I'm jealous. No. I'm saying it because I'm pained. I'm saying it because I did nothing to this man and he sent me to prison. People thought, oh, she's heartbroken. No, not heartbroken. Chris is a demon. He promised me that he was going to marry me. What did he do? Useless me. Used me anyhow. Whether I was under hypnosis, only God knows. But I know that I suffered. And he wants to marry. I had to let the world know. And I know me coming out is God's doing. God wants me to expose these people. They are syndicates. These are people. I'm not fighting only Chris. They are syndicates. They are cartel. I know them. I know how they fight. They have paid people. Many bloggers you see attacking me now, they are not doing it of their own volition. They have been paid. I've been there before. I know how they operate. So I'm not perturbed. If anybody comes to shame me, talk down on me so that I will stop, I'm not stopping anytime soon. I'm going to expose a lot of things I know. I just didn't want to get a lot of people involved, but a lot of things I know, I'm going to expose it. All the things they've done, this is the first interview, this is the first interview I'm coming here. I'm going to come here. Let me go back. This happened in 2022. Let me go back and bring, since 2017 till now, evidences of things. But everything I want to say, the ones I've said so far, I have evidence. Everything I will say, I will have evidence. I'm not afraid of Chris. I'm not afraid of their syndicates. They are beneath me. These are lazy people. These are poor, lazy people who refuse to work. All they resorted to was to go and use charm, or that charm or no charm, or miss magic, lies, fake, to destroy people, to extort money from people. These are lazy people who just come and carry mic and blaspheme, say a lot of things and collect money. And you think they are better than you and I? And you see a lazy man who cannot work, making money, and you are busy calling him Papa. I didn't know all this before. My mind didn't think all this, but now it's beneath me. They are poor people. They live off people's wealth. All of them. From A to Z. They live off people's wealth. They hypnotize you. You pay your money and they will. It is a lot of things. This man, Chris, told me. When my national president took my colleague that was sick to his church, to Prophet Jeremiah's church, Chris called me on the phone and said, look at these people. Emeka no get sense. So they may not go they collect money from hand from this pastor. So why did he tell me that? Say if you collect money, and then he also told me, this money that Prophet Jeremiah is giving you, invest it too. If not, it will disappear. It's breeze. Why did he tell me that? And people will think that they are, who is Chris? Because he's taking microphone, staying on top of pulpit, praying. People are donating tight money. I think it's better than me or bigger than me. No, he cannot do anything. I will wait for Chris. If he says he wants us to go to court, let us go to court. If he wants us to do police case, let us do police case. Where he's, I don't even think he has contact. I used to be his contact. This man I used to provide when he's doing crusade. He would tell me, I will go and speak to my organs, and then I will go and write an application for security. They will release 30, 40 because he used to have large crowd. Policemen, free of charge, you will not pay 1 naira. Can you fight your organ? I'm his boss. He's a small boy. I dare him. Let's try it again. We did it before. He came out and pleaded. Let's try it again and see. Who is Chris?
While we were, before we started this podcast, we started recording, you had said something about the problem you had about people that sent him money.
That one, Chris is a scammer. Chris is a scammer. People should know. He works with, I'm telling you, I'm not lying. It's verifiable. He's the person in charge of that case. It's all Maka. He works with NCCC. The same Interpol that came to arrest him. Chris used his account to collect money from Foster's church account. They paid $60,000. When they paid the money, the people agreed 10% with ChrisOkafor. When the money landed, Chris became greedy and collaborated the money only for himself. The people got angry and went to report to police, Interpol. When they reported to Interpol, the Interpol invited him. I have the invite. I will look for it and send to you. They invited him. Omaka is the name of that man that signed that invitation. When they invited him, Chris called me. He ran inside his office. That man you see there, panic is understatement. He locked the door. They come, please call your girl. They are downstairs in the church. They want to embarrass me. Call your girl. I had to call the people I know to help intervene and stop the arrest that he was going to come. That was how they stopped that arrest. And they went back. I had to speak to the boss. I had to beg on his behalf. Even one time I wanted to give him money to go and bribe the police people. I said, no, why you go bribe police?
So that was how that case died?
No. You know when God wants to disgrace somebody, he will disgrace people. The moment that AIG, the one made me know, and the one when my organ know, get control of die. Unfortunately for ChrisOkafor, the next person who's going to take over as AIG Interpol was the person the other people gave the case to in his hand. The first case that man did was to arrest ChrisOkafor. The moment he entered as AIG today, the first case he did was to arrest ChrisOkafor. Chris was in Interpol like this, shaking. They wanted to detain him. He was shaking. Chris was calling me again. I had to call everybody I know. Until Chris now refunded that money to the account that sent that money to the church account.
So what you're saying is that Chris is what Yahoo boy they call these people? No, you got another name where you have Azaman.
I said I'm saying it on the broadcast now. Let him come and deny it. It's verifiable in Interpol. Can't deny it. That case file is there.
So they use church accounts,
yes, to collect fraud money.
From fraudsters.
Bam.
Because of course, church account is an NGO account,
Bam.
Charity account. Nobody has a say of any money that goes in there.
Yes. See, I'm going to say more things that I need to hold myself back, but take my time, get the evidence. So what I'm going to reveal, people will understand that they are making a mistake, especially people going to ChrisOkafor. Yay! I will say everything with his voice. I will respond to Chris with his voice. People will hear him talk. People think I'm doing this because he left me to go and marry. Which nonsense marriage? The moment my brother died, every love I have for that man died with it. Promised me marriage. He made me dirty. What am I living for? Do you think a normal person will come out and be disgracing herself like this? I have nothing to lose anymore. Nothing.
The daughter you said ran away to go and start living with the mother, the one you used to wear uniform with. Why did she run away?
I don't know. It was Chris. You know, when the brother ran away, he was heartbroken and all that. So
did Chris ever tell you why he left the previous marriage?
He told me. Oh, that's what this is his own story that he told me. Chris said that he caught his wife making love to another man on bed. That he has the BlackBerry phone where the evidence is. He was crying the day he was telling me. He was crying in his bedroom. He said, women, what the wife's wife did to him made him scared of women. That's what he told me. But that's not the story I heard. I had a different story. I heard that he was doing, that was a different story entirely. I don't know how true it is. And it was allegedly on this one too. He said, what I heard is that he set the wife up because he was sleeping with everybody. Actually one Amaka in the church. The wife got angry and all that. He now set the woman up. Probably because he was not always there in the house and all that. Somebody was now, woman now found the shoulder to cry on the mounted camera, not knowing that it was Chris' boy. Mounted camera and the woman slept. So that was why he got that evidence. I'm sure that's what he used in taking custody of his children. But the children has grown now, so they can take their own decision. That was why, I'm sure that's why the daughter left. Because he used to tell me that the daughter is chatting with the mother. Can you imagine? After all he has done for the daughter, she's now sneaking chatting with the mother. That the mother now even opened the business for the daughter for lipstick, lip gloss and all that. That's what he told me.
Wow. That is the only thing I can shout. I wish you could have told us more, because I know as an insider, I know some of these pastors, whenever they are in the presence of beautiful women in some conditions, situations, they say a lot with their mouth.
Yes.
And I'm sure you.
Let me tell you. Let me shock you people. This guy is so jealous that he gossip even his friends. This guy is so jealous of his friends that I want to read this one on live. I don't want to send it. Chris is evil. Chris, when he saw that his friend wanted to come out for vice president, that's Bishop Idahosa. Chris started, the envy came too much. He said, can you imagine this man want to come out for vice president and he's owing me 5 million naira and he has not paid? He made me to go and now I told him I collected the money from my church son. Now he wants to come out for vice president. Say he will not win. Say he has to pay him the money. I imagine that he's calling him his son. How can Idahosa be calling him his son? He now one day, but he sent Idahosa a message and forwarded it to me. I'm trying to bring out that message. This is Chris. See it if you can see his number. This is his number. This is WhatsApp. I munched his WhatsApp inbox on 15 July 2022. Good morning. This is a message he forwarded to me. A message he sent to Bishop Idahosa. Good morning, Your Lordship. I'm sure you had a great night. I really don't like to remind you on on your obligations of 5 million balance that you made me take from my son. He lied to him that it was his son that gave him that money. Meanwhile, it was Chris that borrowed him that money. Chris told me.
Yeah, I know.
So he said, my son, because of my relationship with you as a friend, this is already affecting my relationship with my son who gave me his business money. On the weight of mighty integrity, it is of great importance that you do the right thing. It is not like the money is beyond me, and you know that. But because of my huge project on ground, and what happened with our building, which you know, and so every funds goes to it, and making it difficult. Now, when you're talking about the building, I want to beg EFC, DSS, they should go to that church and open that altar. Open his altar. I won't say further than that. When they were building that place collapsed. Somebody died too. But apart from somebody there is something, there's a blogger that found something on the ground. This man was begging, called me, said, what do I give to this blogger to close his mouth? The DSS should go and open that altar. If they let them see if they will see something. I know what I'm saying. That's all I will say.
A church altar.
The church altar where he used to stand, that pulpit, they should dig it up and open it. Now, everything funds goes to it and all that. Then he now said, continued, you do the right thing. It's not like the money is beyond me, and you know that because of my huge project on ground and what happened with our church building, which you saw, every funds goes in it. You cannot even write. I'm just saying that. See, pastor, if you see the errors here, I'll give you this and you will post it. Now, because I did not read. Now reading it now. Look at. So he now said, I'm making it difficult for me to even ask that my son for money, that my son for any other help. I feel so constrained because of the relationship we have as a friend and family. Please, your lordship, treat this urgent and treat this as urgent as possible. Also, it has come to my notice many times before now that there is a claim from you that I am your spiritual son. And yesterday, one of my sons sent the online soft copy of your biography that also established your claim that I am your spiritual son. Can you please tell your team to debunk such claim, because you and I know that it's not possible. It's not a possibility. This I say with no disrespect to you in any way, because my sons, pastors and members of our ministry are already getting confused, because at no time have I told the church that you are my father in the Lord. This is a direct message he sent to Idahosa. Maybe he's saying he don't know me and he sent that to me. If we're not that close, why would he send me a message he sent to a pastor to me? Everything he said about Idahosa, I will talk it to. He said that one. Now 1 minute one. 1 minute you don't carry. You cannot. This is when have you heard that? 1 minute one woman. Everything say he warned me. He said be careful. This man did not tell me. Oh God, I will come with evidence so that people will hear this.
Is this? I'm laughing, but I'm actually very heartbroken, because those who are not Christians, if they are listening to all of this, if they are hearing all of this, seeing all of these things, what are they going to think or say about the Christian community? Is this what the body of Christ, the so-called body of Christ, has become?
Oh, cartel.
Kai!
Is it alcohol?
A community of abominations.
Alcohol.
We're talking about so-called pastors with thousands of members as like.
My brother, I don't care at this point. What do they do? That is not what they normally do. Either they send assassin to come assassinate me, or they arrest me and detain me.
So recently, while all these things, this recent expose that you've been doing, has he reached out to you?
They're not born away.
Now, this reminds me of something. What exactly you once read from one blogger that
I sold him for 1 billion.
No, not even about Chris, about Senator Natasha.
No, you can't do that now. You can't hold me under ransom like that. I'm an actor, a guy. You can't digress. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Now you're here.
You can invite me.
Why am I asking you?
No, don't.
Why
do
am I asking
Bro,
you? This?
Don't do that.
Just hold on.
Bro, don't do that.
Just hold on.
I won't answer.
I'm not saying you should answer.
I won't answer.
I'm not saying you should answer.
I know answer.
Why I made reference to that is I wanted to know if there is any nexus between the two
Not
cases.
at all.
Okay, not at all.
Not at all. That's why I said, don't. You can invite me specially for that. I saw that thing in between this my fight. I saw that interview, but I don't want to talk about it.
It's all right.
And if I can show you enough evidence that of what I've said now, do you think I will just wake up and call a serving senator without having a proof? Come on, I don't want to talk about that. So I think at this point, the way I am now, this person you're seeing here, Chris, come here today. If I see Chris now, you go kill me. Fight again. You go kill me. Because I'm not living, bro. Lost my younger brother.
Yes,
nothing is important to me.
Just take it easy, okay? I'm sure all of these things God is going to give you enough strength to carry on.
I don't know.
And I appreciate how bold you've been with all of these things. See, when I watched some of the videos, clips, I wasn't surprised because I've experienced the same thing. How some of these people pay bloggers to malign, defame, and lie against you, cook up stories just because you have something on them. So I'm not surprised one bit. If you've watched my own personal videos where I shared my stories, experiences with pastors and all of them, you would understand why you're seated here and I can relate with your story. But I'm very certain that God is going to give you enough strength. They are going to attack you. If they can't get you in any other means, of course, they've sent assassins to come and kill me. And I survived it. I'm sure they're also going to try to do the same because these are very deadly.
I've not even started talking, bro.
All right. So,
bro, when I come to their spirituality, the places they go to, the one in Ota, the one in Benin, you go front. I'm coming. Let me come with proof.
It's all right. It's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, we are ending it here. And thank you if you've watched to this point. She said that there will be a second episode. The story is just long and I feel for her. And if you've been watching her and you're part of the people who keep defaming her just because your pastor's name was mentioned, I need you to have a rethink. You don't know what goes on. These are people who've been very close to these people, who've had deeper relationship than you, an outsider that just come to church and receive hallelujah and sow seed and pay tithe. It's your tithe money that we've been talking about, how they've been sharing it, distributing it for all kinds of things. Do your due diligence. Don't be emotional about all of these things. Try to be logical. And she has provided more than enough sufficient proof for all of these things. If she was your sister, what would you do? My name is K.A. See you in the next episode.
Thank you so much for watching this video. For daily entertainment, news, and celebrity good and bad updates, and all you need to know that's happening in the country, don't forget to hit this red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to always stay connected to us. One love and God bless you all. Don't forget to thumbs up to this video and comment down below what you think about this.